remember, these matches that we have are scored according to points. Whoever takes first gets 10 points. Generally, the players are going to be playing 4 matches in order to determine who makes it onto the final bracket. We may have some tiebreaker rounds later on. I'm not completely sure. Oh, you were quoting The Simpsons, Scuddy? Okay. You know what upsets me? Okay, watch the stream right now, because I'm going to go ahead and move over to our game announcement tab, and watch, it just clips over there. It doesn't fade anymore. Wait, it faded. What the crap? Hello, Mike. How you doing, Mike? I presume you're here.
Oh, I was trying to edit the channel, but oh well, I guess I'm spoiled.
Oh, yeah, so just so that nobody is too surprised, we got Mike Kuyama here with the first game. Hey, Mike. I'm glad that you were able to come out to RPG Limit Break. Super Highlight was amazing.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know that we're gonna start talking about next year fairly soon and seeing what we can do. But honestly, I think I had a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun too. I didn't do as much Kusogr diving as I did last year, but I still found a couple of games.
Okay.
And one of them is the next game that we're going to have.
Oh yeah, and I think it's our good friend Shentok who shared this one with us.
Yes, Shentok did share this game with us.
Oh my gosh. In fact, what's great about this, I had the chance to play this next game multiplayer, which adds a certain charming element to it. We're not going to get multiplayer today, but we will be getting suffering either way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is definitely TurboGrafx. Let me reveal it. What's the name, Mike?
It's Kaizou Choujin Shubibinman.
Okay, I'm showing it Shockman.
Shockman, so they released the second game in English. They didn't localize the first game, but they localized the second game, and the second game was localized as Shockman.
Okay, so I'm showing the wrong picture. Sorry, everybody. You get the wrong game. We're playing the first one, not Shockman. Proto Shockman.
Yeah, Proto Shockman. Shockman is actually a pretty good game. The final stage is kind of dumb because there's a lack of checkpoints, but it's definitely a better game than the first game. So someone's already arguing this is a good game. You could kind of make that argument. It's certainly not a great game, and the controls are definitely not very good.
Oh yeah, it's a rough game is what I would say. It has some charming elements is what I'd say, but at the same time it's so incredibly difficult. And the controls are a little bit, I don't know, it leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, so this game is permanent ice physics. The players, they're allowed to test the controls, and all the players were like, oh no, on the controls. They're like, no.
Yeah, that's about right.
Because there's ice physics, and the ice physics still transfer when you jump, so, jumping is kind of weird, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Maisie Ann, by the way, thank you for resubbing. It's been 2 years. I'm excited to see whatever 2-year game choice you're going to have for me.
And Dana, I mean, the other games in the series are actually pretty good. In fact, the third one I hear is quite good, but also quite easy. But the first game is definitely not very polished.
Oh, yeah. Not at all. I do think that it's charming, despite how difficult it is. But that's why we have games on Kusogr4nde. It's often representing stuff that failed spectacularly in a way, but still has some redeemable value. And at least games came out of this that were kind of playable, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the 2 player is even worse because you're both on the same screen and you can hit each other. The but the logistics of that would be too hard to work into a match, so I figure just make them to the one player. If nothing else, if they make it to the final boss will definitely be a load of Kusou.
Maybe one day we could have a 2-player Kusogr4nde, but today's not that day.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so much fun, though, Mike. Can you just imagine just people pairing up, trying to get through these cooperative games together, absolutely dying everywhere? Oh, it's like my dreams come true.
Well, isn't this competition already your dreams come true? So.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I wake up in the morning when it's a Kusogr4nde day, and I just get super excited because I have no idea what pain's coming, but I know it's pain.
Yeah, well, this actually wasn't my first choice. In fact, this is debatably nicer than my first choice.
I'm not sure if I'd agree. Debatably, yeah, I can understand that, but I kind of enjoy your first choice. I'm hoping we see that later.
Oh, I hope we see it too. I would like to see that game appear.
Well, let's not talk about the abstract. Let's talk about the here and now. Oh, by the way, I know that you have wrapped up the run for RPG Limit Break for Super Highlight. Are you moving on to any other speedrun games right now?
Not right now. I was catching up with a bit of my Steam library. I just started playing Katana Zero yesterday, which is a really good kind of 2D stealth action game.
Oh yeah, I've played most of that. I still need to finish it.
Yeah, and at the very least, with Super Highlight, what I want to do is that I want to push the time down a little bit further, because I know I can.
Yeah, that'll be...
I've also been writing a Google document with the route of the game.
Oh, sweet.
All one person who might be interested in running the game.
I mean, me?
Yeah. Well, actually,
I know
Dave
most of the
Stereo said that he wanted to run the game, maybe for a 12-hour challenge.
Oh, really? I'd love to get more competition for that. You know, now that RPG Limit Break is over, I'm hoping that I can manage to spare, the mental time that would take to getting up to speed.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can get the sub 1 hour.
Oh, yeah.
I know you can.
I'm glad you have faith in me. It's always good to have faith. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm just taking a look through this to see who is enjoying the controls and stuff, and yeah, they definitely do not particularly love it.
Although they said that they might enjoy the game anyway, despite the controls.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, progress is a little different for this game. It's actually not about beating the game right away. It's about completing as many stages as possible. So I told them not to go to the last stage until they complete all the other stages. The stage that's the last stage is very, very obvious, by the way, once you look at the map.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. If it is, I'll question your judgment a little bit. Well, it's just about that time because everybody has been captured inside my Kusou stuff, I guess. Oh boy, and here we are, all 4 of our players: Time Stalker, Tempestral, Mouse, and Escorian. Mouse has been around for quite a while. I think most of the players here have been around for quite a while. So it's good to see them getting ready for this. They're just really enjoying this. Oh my gosh. Please stop
yeah, Shentalk, this was not my first choice, but my first choice was vetoed, so I was like, well, I know this game already, I'll just pick this one. and I figured this one would not be vetoed, being a Japanese exclusive for the PC Engine.
Oh yeah, Shentalk definitely had the chance to show some of these games, and I got to play this.
He showed a lot of people this game. As he said before, this game's definitely Kusou, or at least has Kusou elements to it. Oh yeah, I definitely yelled what a couple of times. Some of the bosses in this game are really dumb.
Yeah. So, as usual, I wonder, because we have people spam emotes, what emotes do you think would be appropriate for this?
Like anime emotes or mecha emotes. There's dragons in the game, so if you like dragons, you can spam some dragons.
Get all of your anime out.
Yeah, but you can get your anime out. As you can see, this game is very, very anime.
Bo the Schmo, that is definitely anime, thank you. Oh, there we go. I'm doing the countdown. As soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer. Oh my gosh. What a wonderful way to start our Sunday, you know?
Yep. With some PC Engine Kusogr4nde.
So they can go with either character, right?
Yeah, I told them they could go with either character.
Everybody's choosing the girl. Everybody chose her.
Well, so for the control testing, I did say they could try out both characters. So I guess they all like the girl more. I think that's because, so the guy chops his sword downward and the girl chops upward.
Is there any difference?
There might be slight hitbox differences for the guy and the girl.
Tempestral is already resetting.
Other than that, there's really not much of a difference. So the big thing about this game is that it has ice physics, and you don't really stop right away unless you swing your sword. There's also a ton of troll stuff later in the game. Like, the first stages are pretty tame, and those are the stages they should stick with. Like, the first stages you can pick, because they're pretty easy. They're not really that hard at all. It's really the later stages that get to be a real bug.
Wow, Kusogr4nde already beat one of the bosses. Time Stalker's right there as well.
Yeah. Even though there's 14 stages before the final stage, they're really short.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I loved playing this multiplayer. It was a blast. But the bad thing about multiplayer is that you share a life bar.
Well, yeah, but here's the weird thing. You also take half damage, so it's like effectively the same amount of health. But what makes multiplayer so tough is that you both have to scroll the screen. So, like, I know a common strat you and Justin did was one of you would ride on top of the other.
Yeah. I would ride on top of Justin, and I would swing my sword repetitively, and then when a missile spawned, he would swing and stun me, and with those iframes, we would keep from taking any damage.
Yeah.
Because that was fun. Oh, Mouse is... Yeah, everybody's getting a little bit of the joy that is this next level. Missile City.
Yeah, so Missile City, dodging missiles is kind of tough in this game. You duck under a lot of them, but some will actually track your position, and then you have to jump over them. It's really inconsistent and, like, very trolly how the missiles work. What's really funny is that if you want to get a high score, you want to hit the missiles and then let them hit you, because you get thousands of points for them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
What I didn't tell the players is that score actually kind of does matter in this game, because once you get up to 40,000 points, and then there's some other milestones beyond that, you not only get all your health back, but you also get a health upgrade. That's what those little sections in the life bar. So Kusogr4nde has already died, and Mouse is near death.
Just so everybody knows, there is a hint option. The hints are not useful even in Japanese, so...
Yeah, I got one of them once, and I read it, and it was like the most useless generic hint you could
Wasn't it about don't go in lava? It's like, well, duh.
It might have been that stupid. I don't even remember what it was.
Oh.
You're right, Royal Blue Wizard. Winners don't do drugs. Thanks, William S. Sessions.
Oh, William. I don't know. Talk to some of the people in the Tour de France.
So it looks like everyone has beaten one stage. And it looks like Time Stalker might beat 2, except he got missiled to death.
Yeah,
I did translate the menu options for them, if you're wondering, and I did tell them how to continue, although it is the default option, so if they're just mashing buttons after they die, they're fine.
I'm gonna
when
go
you
ahead
die, you go back to 0 points, which is kind of bad, because then you don't have any more health upgrades, and then you also lose half your money, which is also kind of bad, because you can buy upgrades and the like.
Luckily,
there's unlimited continues in this game,
yes.
So their progress just stays as long as they continue.
And Escorian has a pretty good chance of making progress here. Remember, we are tracking the number of stages completed.
Yeah, so Mouse is currently in first because she just beat 2 stages, and Escorian is going to be right behind her. And you might be like, wow, these bosses are easy. How is this a Kusogr4nde? Well, they haven't gone to any of the dragon bosses yet. And I think I was the only one to beat the dragon bosses reliably at RPG Limit Break because they have really stupid patterns that you have to figure out.
Here's the deal. I understand the pattern, but when you're playing multiplayer, there's no hope.
Yeah, it's a lot harder in multiplayer. That is definitely the case.
Tempestrol just beat another boss, the missile boss, which I think might wall some of the other players for a while.
Honestly, all the mech bosses die pretty fast. Mouse now has the charge shot, which is actually pretty useless. It just takes too long to charge. It has some use in 2-player, because you can set the other person on fire, which makes them invincible for a little bit.
I think it does a little bit of damage, but you also do a damage with your flaming bodies, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Mike. I hate the monkeys.
I did actually beat this game, and I can tell you this. They're not going to be the final boss in under an hour. The final boss in this game is very stupid.
Do you think we might see the final boss?
There's actually a decent chance. If I remember correctly, I got to the final stage in less than an hour. I definitely beat the game in over an hour, but that's just my memory, and I could be wrong.
One thing that's going to troll players as well in a little bit, some of the moving platforms are just terrible in that the movement doesn't make sense. You're seeing Tempestrol with the fading platform, the one that just moves up and then disappears. It's good stuff.
So on Escorian's screen, he has the spring, which you need to jump over those spikes. And you have to do that realize that and do that quickly enough.
By the way, people are noting that a couple players, Tempestrol and Escorian, do have a life up. So I think it is 20,000 that you get extra health.
Yeah, you're right. It does look like that. I guess I just had it for such a long time I didn't even notice it.
Escorian's probably gonna die.
Both Mouse and Escorian are on the dragon, and you have to figure out the exact placements of the dragon. The dragon has a huge hitbox.
Oh, it's giant.
I basically called it a fart hitbox because you can basically hit the air behind the dragon and it'll still hit you.
Yeah. Basically, if you can smell the dragon, you're dead.
Yeah. So the way I beat the dragon was that there's very specific spots where it drops the fireballs after it dives. So you jump slash it once or maybe twice, and then you just crouch in a spot where the fireballs won't hit you, and then you won't get hurt. And that's how you take care of the dragon. And it looks like Time Stalker has beat his second stage.
Very nice. I think everybody's starting to get the hang of this game.
Yeah. It is worth noting that the game also has more and more trolley traps as you progress in the game. There's this one section with 12 or so tiles, and it's random which ones dive into the lava. Well, it's technically not random, but it seems random because it's in no discernible pattern.
I would also say that a lot of the people playing this are taking deaths not because they're making mistakes, it's mostly because the physics take a long time to actually get used to. There's something, I don't know, it's almost Kid Cool-esque.
It's worth noting that Escorion has beat 3 stages, and so has Tempestral, actually.
Nice.
So they're pretty much tied, although Tempestral is slightly ahead of Escorion.
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
Although
it's really not the first 3 stages surrounding your headquarters that are going to determine this match. It's really the later stages that are going to determine this match.
Yep.
Because there are worse and worse dragons as you go on in the game.
So apparently Mouse also has 3 stages completed before the other 2. That's why we have other people watching, including our referee Cadis, who has put in a lot of work making sure that things get scheduled and that things remain fair for the players. So thank you for all the work and those who are keeping an eye on what's happening. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's just... like, all I can really remember is trying to get up speed walking forward. Like, you're like a bowling ball, it almost feels.
Yeah, you have to build up a little bit of momentum first, and that's what makes the movement in this game harder than it should be. Okay, it looks like both Escorion and Mouse are in the same stage. Yeah, so what's unfortunate about being knocked in the pits is that then you have to take a hit in the lava to bump yourself back up.
Oh, yeah. Mouse trying to use the rainbow
to
hurt the dragon.
That's an interesting strategy. I don't think it's going to work because it takes so long to recover from it. And you will not win in a damage race versus the dragon. You will have to figure out how to dodge it.
Okay, Escorion is back to the dragon as well. Let's see what Escorion can do. Trying to attack from the back, that's not going to work. Fire doing some damage.
It looks like it's the strat, but as people in chat have noted, the hitbox is basically a square. So as I like to say, the dragon farts in your face if you try to attack it from the back.
Essentially,
because it's just so huge.
Just as deadly as Dragon Breath, you know?
I know, right?
Maybe even more so.
Could be.
Oh, Tempestral is onto the fun platform stage.
Yep.
I really dislike this stage. Let me just say.
That's really, and this isn't even like the worst platforming stage.
Let's see how Tempestral
And then there's the
here.
missiles that track you. Just gets knocked into the lava.
Oh, this is
wow, that is
such a game.
Really unfortunate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. And I just love these platforms because they're just so gimmicky.
Hey, Tempestral is through. You did a great job right there at the end. But it's dragon time. That's not gonna...
Who, quite frankly, is not much different than the red dragon. The thing about these sets of dragons is that if you learn one, you've pretty much learned all of them.
Yep. So it'll be the first one who figures out, like, essentially, I think you want to go, like, slash it in the face and then hide underneath. And yeah, it'll take a little while to do that strat.
Yeah.
It's better than dying.
That's exactly what you do. You jump and slash it once or twice, and then you crouch in a certain position where the fireballs won't drop in your head. Because if you crouch, the dive attack won't hit you if you're close enough to the dragon.
Oh, more fun platforms for Tempestral here.
Yeah, the problem with skipping the platforming is that the lava does a lot of damage.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You really want to respect the platforming.
Hey, Mouse has completed 4 stages so far. Mouse is definitely in the lead.
Oh, so Mouse beat a stage?
From what I am hearing, yes.
Yes, the more you know rainbow attack is pretty great. It's not good for, like, speeding through this game, but it is powerful. It's just not good against the bosses.
So, well, Yeah, I'd say not rushing is completely fine to do. Go a little bit slower, as long as you're killing things fairly reliably and not taking damage trying to charge up the shot.
It is worth noting that after you beat a stage, your health normally doesn't recover, but you can repair yourself if you have at least 1,000 yen.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Alright, so Time Stalker trying to charge up strat. Got farted in the face by the dragon.
Don't jump! Oh.
Yeah, Shentalk, it's really weird. There's a day-night cycle, and it does nothing, as far as I can tell.
Escorian fighting a robot. Oh, that didn't work.
Oh, yeah. So that robot is not too hard. You can damage race it, but you need to have enough health.
Yeah. As Mick Cyborg is pointing out in chat, enemies do sometimes drop full heals, and it seems set which enemies drop what. Oh.
It is. So once you learn the stage and enemy layouts, you'll know which enemies drop a full heal. There's usually at least one heal per stage. If not full, at least a partial.
Yes. Interesting. Mouse is fighting a jumping dragon.
Yep.
And that is a death.
Yeah, that one, if I remember correctly, you can crouch right in front of its face and dodge the fireballs, so you can get a few hits in before then.
Okay.
And RBW is right. Mouse has beat 4 stages.
This game is so hard.
Like, it really is. And it only gets dumber. In fact, you never saw the final boss, which is real special.
I hope we get to see the final boss.
Oh, yeah.
A full heal for Escoria just fell into a pit.
Oh, that is still worth getting. Like, you still want to get...
He didn't. He didn't go for it. But I completely agree. Risk death for health.
Oh, yeah. Unless if that hit's going to kill you, you want to take the hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, Tempestro's on the dragon. It's interesting how all of them are trying the charge attack. And then getting farted in the dragon's face.
Yeah.
Or getting the dragon farts in them.
Meh, it happens. You know. Oh, no, Mouse! Don't fall! Don't fall! How did you not fall there?
Yeah, how do you not fall here is the question.
I don't know. You know,
because the knockback is severe enough that any enemy hit is going to knock you back into the lava.
Mm-hmm.
Also, thank you, Seijo, for the raid.
Yeah, I apologize. I don't say thank you to everybody during the matches just because we're really trying to pay attention to what's going on. But thank you, everybody, for your support and watching people use rainbows against dragons.
Yeah. You know what? Mouse's strat might work if she takes it really slow.
It depends on if the dragon is actually taking damage from this.
Yeah, if she does it early enough, the dragon will take damage. Oh yeah,
whoa,
it does.
The dragon got wrecked.
Mouse is definitely in the lead.
That might actually be one of the better ways to deal with the dragon.
Yeah, that's probably the fastest way to deal with the dragon, honestly.
Oh, I'm just enjoying the music and enjoying the death.
Yeah, the music is actually pretty good in this game.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure if the TurboGrafx often had great music, but this is pretty rockin'.
The TurboGrafx has pretty decent music. It really depends on the game.
By the way, just looking at this game...
yes, RBW, it is a disadvantage to go to the final stage instead of beating all the stages around you. I explicitly told them that they should not go to the final stage until they beat all the other stages.
You're going to notice, by the way, that There is the lava stage with spikes as well as lava. I found that spikes actually deal more damage than the lava.
Yeah. So Mouse is suffering through the seemingly random tiles because they go up and down and there's no coherent pattern to them.
Like, it's so dumb.
It's so dumb. It's kind of an evil genius on the game's part, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Escorian found the
error.
strat that I used, which is hit the dragon a couple times. I didn't actually know about walking under it, but that works too, and it's probably safer than what I did.
Actually slashing F. Ooh, Escorian killed a dragon. That's a good amount of progress there.
Yeah. Let's see how many... I don't think you can charge attack this dragon that Mouse is on, so she's going to have to find some new strats.
I'm going to call it the Fester's Quest dragon because it moves like a Fester's Quest projectile.
It kind of does.
It does!
Escorian has beat 4 stages. However, one of the stages that is still remaining is a mech stage, so it's one of the easier stages to beat boss-wise. Although, I think this stage that Escorian is going to might be the one with the dragon in it.
Oh, boy. So, what upgrades are there? I know that you can buy upgrades so that you can shoot the chargeable projectile. What else is there?
So there's one for the chargeable projectile. There's one that powers your sword up. There's another that powers up your armor, so you take less damage. There's another one that lets you, that basically, if you lose all your health, then you'll get a health refill. That one's really handy. Although that's a one-time use only.
Oh, that's not good. One-time use.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Like, if you have nothing else to buy, might as well buy that. I wonder, though, because I know that some of these upgrades you purchase, but depending on the stages you complete, you can get other upgrades, right?
I think so. The shopping's a little weird, because there's definitely a limit to how many upgrades you can shop for, but it seems like after you beat a couple of stages or so, then you get, like, a new upgrade or two.
Everybody is starting to get used to these dragon fights, by the way. It's good to see.
Yes, that is good to know. Yeah, so Escorian is probably going to beat this dragon pretty handily because he now knows the pattern. Tempestral seems to have figured out some sort of charge shot strategy and also walking under the dragon, so I think Tempestral will also be fine. And it looks like Time Stalker is still having a bit of trouble with the dragons.
Just watching, it seems like the Rainbow Star strat is definitely faster than using the sword. Escorian has gone about 6. It takes about 6 loops with the sword as Escorian was doing it, and it was 4 loops with the rainbow.
Yeah.
Or cycles, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so both Escorian and Tempestral have defeated the dragon. It looks like so Escorian is now tied with Mouse for having 5. Tempestral now has 4, but now knows how to defeat the other dragon if he encounters it. And yeah, so there's this part. For some reason, the game asks you if you like believe in God or pray to God at parts, and I just said no at one point, and then the guy was just like, "Okay, I'm not going to give you this item." I was like, "What?
What?"
So I guess you have to have the faith if you want all the items in this game.
What did you tell the players about that or how to answer?
No, I didn't. I mean, I think the default choice is yes, so they're probably going to get it anyway, because they're probably just going to mash through the text, but if they don't, then that's their problem. I mean, isn't that how it works in Utah?
Yeah. You get blamed whenever they don't give you anything. Oh, you didn't get money, it's your fault.
Alright, so Escorian used his health restore, so he should just whack this boss to death. Oh, he might actually die.
Oh no, that is a death. Hey, Tempestral is on the same boss here. Wow, this guy does a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, I don't remember how you defeat this boss.
Tempestral just got a full heal from one of the drops from the rocket.
No, actually, I'm pretty sure that's the health restore I was talking about, which is one-time use only.
Oh, you're probably right. Well, that's a way to use it.
So Tempestral is more aggressive, so he beat the boss. So now he's tied for 5 stages, along with everyone else except Time Stalker, I think.
Very nice.
And Tempestral has a very important upgrade. He has the upgraded sword.
Ooh, it's all sparkly.
Yep.
I approve of sparkly swords. Does it sparkle in stage?
It definitely looks a little bit different.
Okay, let me see.
I don't remember if it sparkles. Oh yeah, it's just all red and glowing.
Oh, red glowing sword. That's fine too. You know.
Also, Tempestral is near another health upgrade.
Well, near, but unfortunately a little bit too far there. Because of the rocket to the face, that's usually a downside.
Yep. And unfortunately, that puts his points back down to 0, so to get another health upgrade, he'd have to get at least 60,000 points, which is pretty rough, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think Tempestral actually took that death just so that he could go and fight some of the other stages, go fight some of the other bosses first. So, that's what I think.
Well, that wasn't the final stage that he chose, so I'm not sure why he did that. I would have at least tried that stage. It is worth noting that basically, the farther away you are from your headquarters, the closer you are to the final stage, the trollier the stages get. As Ascorian said, holy crap, these stages get rude. And he is not wrong. Like the missile that just flew in Tempestral's face. Yeah, so some people are saying, like, oh, this game looks fun, looks good. It is kind of fun, despite it just gets really rude and butts towards the end, but, like, if, you know, simple, like, side-scrolling, you know, action games are your thing, you might want to try this game out.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I feel like it has a lot of frustrating aspects, but once you start getting used to some of those, it's fairly enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, like, I still enjoyed it, even though I definitely got ruthlessly trolled near the end.
Same here, and if you like...
And wow, Ascorian took care of that boss in one shot.
That was kind of amazing.
Yeah. Which is, that might actually put him in first.
I think it does.
I think that puts him at 6 stages. I do agree with Dana Chrysalis, the later stage games in the series are better. What's interesting is that Mouse is still going for the same stages and not really going for any of the earlier stages, which would be easy pickups for her.
By the way, just so everybody knows, all of the players in this match either took second and third in the first 2 matches, or they took first and fourth in the first 2 matches.
Yeah.
Because that, they're still definitely in the runnings for the bracket, but getting first or second is pretty much needed. Third or fourth will be really
It is
hard.
needed. Yeah, if they get third, or if someone gets third or fourth, then they cannot qualify for the bracket. Getting second, it would be really tight, and they might have to do a tiebreaker, but it would still give them a chance. First would give them a better chance and a bit more leniency.
Oh, yeah.
So this is definitely one of those crucial matches, you could say.
Yep, it will be deciding some of the people who will not make it into the final bracket. Radama Ford is saying the goal score is 28. So, yeah, if they can get at least second, that'll move them up to... Let's see.
I think it was 29, but it might be 28.
29. Yeah, the person who gets second will be moving up to 19 points. It would require a first place finish for the next match. So,
so these like jiggling electric platforms that you've seen in the previous on other players' screen than Escorian screen, you can duck under some of them. You can't duck under others. You just have to see how far they dive. Like all of these, he could have ducked under. Okay, so this is a new type of boss that you're gonna have to deal with. The best strat is to actually not jump and just hit him and then crouch under the fireballs really close to the dragon's mouth, which is not intuitive at all. One boss I'm hoping we get to see is the third type of dragon, which we haven't seen yet, but I hope we'll be able to see it soon. And Mouse is taking my advice and going back to an earlier stage and taking care of the red dragon. She's just firing off charge shots because she knows that she'll beat the dragon in a damage race. It looks like she might have used her health restore item, or she got enough points from beating the dragon, I'm not sure. Either way, she beat the dragon.
Nice.
And that puts her in second. Although the game is far from over.
Oh yeah, this... I don't know. I came nowhere near beating this. Then again, I was doing co-op. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, co-op is, as people said, the hard mode in this game.
It's recommended.
Escorian is charge-shotting the missile launcher guy, and instead of getting completely owned like the last time, despite having multiple health restores, he just destroys the boss in 2 charge shots.
Time Stalker is doing the go slow strat fighting this boss, and I think that is a good strat. Hitbox, luckily, is big enough that you can stand way far away and just slash his farts. I suppose. I love this.
Oh, this stage at Escorian.
Oh my gosh.
It is total butts.
I love the double missiles from both sides. Just
yup.
Bam. How do you even dodge that?
You just know where the missiles are. I mean, oh, and now he's dealing with the invisible conveyor belts. None of the conveyor belts in this game are visible. They're all invisible, but they definitely push you back.
No, this is illegal, Mike.
Oh, and the final stage definitely has... Oh, so this is the part with the... No, it's not the part. So there are parts with seemingly random platforms that will rise or lower, just depending which one you hit. And while they are in fixed spots, it just seems random because there's like no discernible pattern to them.
Yeah. Oh, Escorian!
Oh no, Escorian! Yeah, if you fall in the lava once, you're gonna get hit multiple times.
Okay. I like the music here. It's pretty intense.
Oh yeah, and fortunately, Escorian does have the upgraded sword, so that helps out a lot. It is worth noting that you can actually have items fall into the little cracks of lava, which means you can't get them.
Oh,
fortunately, that did not happen to Escorian.
Get the bomb! Yeah!
Yeah, you definitely want the bomb, because that gives a bunch of items.
As well as invincibility.
A full restore. Yes.
Can you take invincibility into the boss?
I don't think so.
It looks like for a little while.
So here's my favorite dragon, the invisible dragon, where you have to hit the dragon to reveal where it is.
Oh no. But the dragon has such a huge hitbox.
Yes, exactly. So for everyone who said this game looks really good, yeah. It looks like Mouse is also on the Invisible Dragon.
Oh, baby. This is a very different game.
Invisible Dragons are easily the worst boss to fight before the final stage.
Okay, Mouse used the health refill.
Yeah, so the way the invisible dragon works is that it won't reveal its spot until you actually hit it. It'll generally be in the upper right, the upper left, or it'll sometimes be in the lower right or lower left, but that's only when it's firing the fireballs downward, like it is on Mouse's screen.
Oh no, Mouse into the hitbox. Well,
and then you also have to get used to the fireball patterns, which are actually fixed and go to one side as even though they look very random.
This game is so mean.
It is. That's why it's in Kusogr4nde.
I love it.
Oh yeah, and the part Ascorian is in is just wait until the spikes somehow line up and then you can get through.
And that is a death. You know, I think that we're going to see a lot more death in the second half of this game than we did the first half.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to learn how to get past Gold Dragon, especially since you can't charge shot Gold Dragon very easily.
Like, it looks like he has a little bit of a set pattern. Just when I was watching Mouse's screen, that might be a lie. But
there is some consistency to it, and you can determine its rough position by the fireball patterns you get.
Yeah, and I would say that when he goes to the bottom right, you should be able to rainbow him and just wreck him.
Ah, that's true. You know what's funny? I never really used the rainbow because it took so long to charge up, but it does look like I missed out on a good weapon.
Yeah. I think that would probably be the best way to handle that dragon. Just wait until it looks like he's going to be in the bottom right, charge up and get a shot off.
Alright, well, Mouse is on the blue dragon. Unfortunately, the blue dragon doesn't really go down, so she can't just charge shot it.
Tempest Troll taking a death to the blue dragon as well.
I don't know if that's a bad joke you're trying to make, RBW, but I actually charge shot a ton when I play Mega Man games. Since, you can actually move when you charge shot in those games.
Yeah, you can't move in this.
Yeah.
Like, often...
Oh, yeah, this is a fun little spike that Ascorian's on.
Wow. It just... the stairway spike. Like, yeah, I really love stairs. Yeah, moving in this game is just a feat.
Yeah, so for those of you coming in late, this game does actually have ice physics.
From what we see, by the way, Time Stalker has moved into second place. That was kind of out of nowhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention to Time Stalker screen, but that's great. Ascorian is on the Green Dragon, and it looks like the Green Dragon is another one of those dive at you dragons, so should be able to easily take care of this dragon. Unfortunately, plays it kind of risky and does not pay off. Remember, the dragon has powerful farts.
Yeah. Yeah, Mouse does not have the red sword yet. I believe that beating one of the harder stages...
It's actually this boss right here that gives her the red sword.
Oh, okay. Well, she'll have it.
And I think that'll put her in third at 7 stages. Since Time Stalker got 7 stages before her. So this is proving to be a really close race, because
oh, yeah.
There's still plenty of time, and the positions can change just any time that a player beats a stage.
I think that makes for a pretty exciting match, just because anybody could move into first place pretty quickly.
Alright. It looks like Ascorian is repeating the same stage, which makes sense, because he knows the boss and he knows its pattern. He just has to play a little more carefully to the end of the stage.
I wish I would have gotten the red sword. while playing this game, because that would have made a lot of the stupid missiles so much easier.
It does make things easier. There are still missiles that you can't kill in one hit, but it still makes things considerably easier. Tempestral struggling on the invisible dragons, just like everyone else. Unfortunately, Tempestral has only completed 6 stages, so even getting the 7th stage, he'd still be in 4th. However, if he does manage to beat a 7th stage, maybe he'll make quick progress through the other ones, because it looks like he's just trying out a smorgasbord of stages, just seeing which one fits him the best. Which is not a bad strategy, because, you know, knowing the stages is important.
Oh yeah, considering that you get upgrades from certain stages, that can definitely help. Escorian, though, depending on how he does with the dragon here, might move into a pretty solid first, getting another stage completed.
Yeah.
And with the red sword, there's a good possibility of that happening. There we go.
Yep, okay, so Escorian definitely securing his first place. Mouse is unfortunately really struggling because she's really relying on the charge shots, which is usually good in the bosses, but not against these jumping dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Escorian has the armor.
Tempestral. That moving platform came out of nowhere and just carried him to the dragon.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry if you're sensitive to flashing effects, because this is kind of permanent once you have this armor. Residual Deviants, pretty much the remaining stages are all gonna have dragons as the boss, except for the final stage.
Oh my gosh. Well, at least it's not the whole screen flashing, it's just a sprite. Yeah. That's still not the most enjoyable thing.
No, I don't know why they chose this for the armor.
It's so dumb.
Yes, that is the armor upgrade, RBW. So it means that Escorian is going to take half damage now, which is going to make the game considerably easier, except the final boss is still going to be a butt.
Oh yeah. Like, I don't know, there's so many different ways to make it look like you have new armor, like changing the sprite color. There you go, guess what? That wasn't too good for Metroid, was it?
Alright. I don't remember what to do against these fast-moving dragons. I think you just kind of stick close to them and yeah, just try not to get by their fireballs while jumping and hitting them.
Escorian appears to have stopped flashing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm very cool with that. He's making slow but steady progress on this dragon, and that really is securing his lead, because now he's at 9 stages, and the next best are both at 7.
I know that Escorian especially was worried about this match. You know, with the previous games, some of the players had seen it before, and one had even played a little bit. But we left it up to the players to decide if it would be a redraw. Escorian's like, I really need to do well in this match. I'd rather not have a disadvantage starting the match.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and just get a new game.
And it seems to be benefiting him.
Yep, and it doesn't hurt our feelings if you need it to call for a redraw because somebody else has played or seen a little bit of the game. Yeah, Escorian is no longer flashing, which is great.
Yeah, I forgot what maybe lets him take a couple of hits. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, the risk about asking for a redraw is that the game is usually going to be worse than the first game that was given out. And honestly, I think I personally enjoy Cutthroat Eye to, what? What?
Bro!
What? No. What did I say? I didn't say anything there. I personally enjoy that game, though.
I only came into the call a little bit. You just spoiled the game.
I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. I didn't finish the name, so nobody heard it.
Yeah, it's just Cutthroat Eye.
Yeah. Why are the eyes going and cutting people's throats? I don't know why.
Yes. Escorian still has the armor upgrade. I don't remember what the flashing does at all, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, Mouse has beaten 8 stages, so that puts her in a distinct second. And Escorian has beat his 10th stage. We might actually see the final stage. I think he still has 4 more stages to go.
Yeah, it looks like there are 4 stages and then the final area here. Thank you, Cam Lone Mousewolf, for wiping out chat's memory. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. We're actually talking about Cup of Noodles.
Cup of Noodles, yeah. Which is a game made by, surprise, Cup of Noodle.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Escorian really has a good handle on this game.
Yeah, Escorian is doing pretty dang well. Like, there's a chance that we can see the final stage.
Yeah, although to be fair, the other players are also doing pretty well too. Mouse is on her 9th boss, and if she figures out how to beat up this pink dragon, which it looks like she's doing not too bad of a job with. The big thing that seems to be tripping her up are the shots, which it's not intuitive, but you want to be right next to the dragon, crouch under it.
Okay, Escorian moving on to this green dragon again.
Yeah, it's another green dragon. It just hops around. Very similar to the other dragon he fought, so he should do okay.
Shouldn't be bad at all. Just don't get in the dragon's hitbox. There we go. The dragon goes down.
Yep.
1 more level and then the final stage for Escorian.
I think there's like 2 more levels in the final stage.
By the way, thank you, Silver Star, for making that call out. I'm going to go ahead and refresh Tempestral's stream. Let's go ahead and do that for everybody, just to make sure that everybody is synced up and good to go here. There we go. I'm just trying to think. Why are there all of these robots that look like they have toasters for heads?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wow. Tempestral actually hadn't defeated one of the mechs, so goes back to defeat one of the mechs.
Nice.
So that puts him up to 7 stages. Unfortunately, still in 4th because the last person to do that.
Oh, yeah.
However, this does give Tempestral a fighting chance to at least get in 2nd or 3rd.
I think so, yeah. Look at Escorian's life, by the way. This is huge.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Once you get a handle on this game, the game kind of gets easier in a sense because you keep on getting life upgrades.
Yeah, like, the stages can definitely still be trolly, but with a little bit more health, as well as that armor. Like, both of those combined make a huge difference. Okay, Escorian is fighting an invisible dragon. Just gotta deal with Jerkface McGee here. I love that the dragons get super big eyes when they take damage. They're like, "Bleh." It's a good sprite. Hey, Escorian has finished that dragon. Time Stalker unfortunately took a death against a dragon. This opens up the chance for
yeah.
to move
And that
forward.
was the invisible dragon, wasn't it?
That was an invisible dragon, yeah.
That means Escorian knows how to defeat all of the bosses except for the final boss.
Also very
He
nice.
actually stands a somewhat okay chance against the final boss. If he still has life restoratives. But we'll see.
Oh, yeah. Just so you know, we are trying to keep an eye on any of the lag so we can refresh streams.
Yep.
I'm also trying not to sneeze right into the microphone. I tell you, it's springtime, Mike. You assumed it was Justin Shentok, might as well be. We'll just blame Justin. Justin, stop sneezing. Oh my gosh. So, I believe Escorian just has this stage, and then it's on to the final stage. If I'm not mistaken.
It's this stage, then another stage, and then it'll be the final stage. So I think we'll at least be able to see a little bit of the final stage.
Uh-oh, Justin's here. Don't sneeze again. No sneezing.
You're not allowed to sneeze!
Yeah, sneezing is banned. Justin.
Okay, invisible dragon again.
Okay. I think Escorian's gonna get it this time, though.
Yeah.
Look at all that health. Mouse is very close to death on this jumping dragon.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why. I think that Mouse has a pretty big disadvantage in that after dying so many times, she is back down to the default amount of health. And that makes the bosses a lot more difficult. There we go, Escorian. Moving
Yep.
on.
Yeah, at this rate, Escorian's definitely going to see the final stage.
Oh, yeah. Just one more stage. Oh, okay. It was one more stage and then the final stage. I missed that.
Yep.
Relic, this game looks fun. Go ahead and give it a shot yourself. I think that there are some enjoyable aspects, but this, like, it's fun, but it's not good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks like Escorian's actually going to hit the max health upgrade, which is really going to help him out.
Oh, yeah, that'll be huge. Escorian is just really trying to truck through here.
I don't know if that's the best strat. I know Escorian has a ton of health, but at the same time...
If there is a full health refill coming up, then maybe it's a fine strat. Otherwise,
Yep.
I'm a little bit concerned.
Those are the randomish platforms that I mentioned earlier.
Only the best platforms.
Okay, it looks like Mouse is going to the invisible dragon.
Nice. Let's see if Mouse can take the invisible dragon on and lead him to his doom. Mouse does have full health here, so there is a chance. Now, Dragon's going to go down.
This troll is also on a boss and is taking it very slowly, which is smart, and might be able to actually sneak in at third, because I think Time Stalker also has only 7 bosses defeated.
And there we go. Ascorian has taken down the last stage boss, finishing that stage and moving on. Mouse, unfortunately, just could not finish the invisible dragon.
Yeah. Mouse is still in second, though. Time Stalker is also on the green dragon and looks like might be able to get at least get to the same amount of stages as other players. And yeah, so if you like missiles, the final stage has plenty of them.
Oh, I like missiles.
It also has Yoku blocks, and they don't reappear back. So if you get dunked in the lava, you just kind of have to, get through it. It looks like Mouse is also doing the final stage, which is not really to her advantage.
Yeah, is there any advantage to doing the final stage at all right now?
No, not really. You can get a lot of points in it, but the final boss is such a butt that it'll definitely kill her. I mean, she might be trying to do it just to get another stage, but, the final stage is not only really long, but it's also, the final boss is just stupid.
Hey, you get to fly, so that, and fall in lava,
that is true, you do
that's
get
cool.
to float.
Oh, geez, so much damage.
Yep. So much damage, and it's really long, and when you float, it's really easy to just fall into a pit like that. Yeah, I game overed in this stage maybe 10 times, pretty much solely due to the boss. Alright, Ascorian's at like halfway-ish.
Okay, full
Maybe
health.
a little more.
So that could be helpful.
That is helpful. Now maybe Ascorian will prove me wrong and be able to beat the final boss on the first try, but I don't think so. And you're gonna see why soon.
Uh-oh.
He's not quite at the end of the stage, but he's getting kind of close.
Okay.
Yep, and that's the invisible conveyor belt.
It's so
relentlessly
dumb.
trolling him.
Why would they do that? I love the ghosts that come and try to possess you. They're cute.
Yeah, I don't really know what the ghosts do, except annoy you.
I think they do small amounts of damage over time, from what I've seen.
Okay, with this amount of health, there might be a full health upgrade at the end of this stage. I can't remember.
Oh, there, right there. Nope, a little health. Okay, Ascorian moving on to the final boss.
Yeah, he's so dead.
No. Yeah, this is...
yeah, you see those lasers? Good luck with them. You see those stomps? Good luck with that. So this final boss is actually on a fixed pattern. Once you know the pattern, you can fight the boss. But it's so fast that it just overwhelms you the first time you fight the final boss.
That is intense. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
wow.
Like, basically the pattern I figured out, I was only able to get about 2 hits per cycle on the boss, but I was at least able to, like, dodge all the boss's attacks, but it's like, you have to be on the right, and, like, go a little to the left, and go a little to the right, and crouch. It's a very specific pattern of movements you have to do. Oh, really? Time is in second. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Time has done 9 stages, so Time Stalker is in second.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we've got 2 minutes left. This has been a very special game. By the way, just to note, everybody except for Mouse has gotten the armor upgrade, which I think has made a huge difference for the other players.
It does. It makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
So, what are the placements then? I think it's Escorian is in first, Time is in second, Mouse is in third, and Tempestral is in fourth.
Depending on how Tempestral does on this boss, though, things could
That's
change.
True. That is true, but we have to see if he can beat the boss.
Unfortunately, he keeps jumping into the dragon's hitbox.
Yeah, because it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be real close with this boss.
And the boss is down.
Nice.
That is awesome. I think that might have been a change from fourth to third for Tempestral.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see how many stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that is third place for Tempestral.
Oh, geez, I really thought he was going to die. That was super close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no chance of a change in places right now because we got 2 seconds, and that is time. Oh, Mike. This has been a pretty exciting match. I don't know how to say the name of the game still, but wow.
Kaizou Choujin Shubibinman.
That game, yeah. Just so everybody knows, Escorian took first, Time Stalker second, Tempestral third, and Mouse came in fourth. I think everybody put a good effort in here, and honestly, the places changed a whole bunch here. Mouse unfortunately got unlucky with choosing where to go and not grabbing the armor, which it's hard to actually know where you should be going next. I can't necessarily blame her for going elsewhere. Escorian tried the final boss again. How many... Do you have to, like, knock off all of those panels?
Yeah, like, you have to hit the boss a lot. You have to hit the boss at least 20 or 30 times to beat it.
Oh,
you will not beat it in a damage race. I can tell you that much.
Oh, that's not good. Mike, that's pretty dang cruel.
Like I said, like Shantok said, I got very familiar with the final stage. And as I said before, I think I actually made it to the final stage before an hour. I definitely beat the final boss like after an hour and a half or something like that. The final boss alone took me at least like 20 or 30 minutes to figure out, if not more.
Oh yeah, like that final boss is rough. Escorian is joining us right now. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, congratulations. Oh, you're a little bit quiet.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Let me turn the music down so we can hear you a little bit better. Okay, there. I think that's going to help.
Okay.
Go ahead. So, yeah, how was it? How was the game?
Actually, quite fun. Like, good choice. I had, like...
Or was that a bad choice because you found it fun? Although, you did admit that the game got rude later on.
Oh, yeah. Invisible dragon teleported all over the place. Invisible platforms. Invisible things.
Did you enjoy the invisible conveyor belts?
Yeah, I was so confused when I first came across those.
Yeah, like... Yeah, I don't think it's the worst game, but it definitely has Kuso qualities, which is why I gave it to you all.
If you die too much, your health is minimal. I noticed my health was chipping away as I died.
Yeah, that happened to a few of the players.
You can still beat the bosses even at minimal health. You just have to play a little more carefully. I mean, that's kind of how I had to fight the final boss, because obviously I died against it the first 10 or so times. So if you want to know how the final boss works, it's on a fixed pattern. So you have to know the pattern and know where to crouch under the lasers.
It moves so fast.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. It moves so fast that it's really hard to determine that it even is on a fixed pattern at first.
I heard something spooky. What was that?
That was my phone, because apparently we have a tornado warning here.
Oh, geez. And so your phone does a spooky sound whenever there's a tornado?
No, that's my text. It's the Kefka laugh.
Oh. That's great. Wow, tornado coming. I mean, to be fair, if it's Kefka. Yeah. So, what... You said that you enjoyed this. Would you still group it in bad games?
Oh yeah, if you can't get the hang of the patterns, it's an awful game to play, because there's no way you're gonna beat that final boss with how much damage it does to you if you don't have the health.
And everyone struggled real hard against the dragon because, you know, it has such a huge hitbox that it can still fart behind itself and it hits you.
I learned the pattern of the dragon, and it ended up being quite easy. Actually,
yeah.
I was preferring that dragon over the robots.
Yeah, they're not too difficult. You just have to learn all the patterns. But learning the patterns can be rough because they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they do. Seriously, though,
any upgrades.
Congratulations. I know that you needed a first or a second to really have a chance to move on. You'll still have to get a first or a second in your next match, but you've got a better chance at moving into the bracket, so seriously, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm going to take that first next round, don't worry.
Ooh, yeah, hope for it. I wonder who you're going to go up against. It could be a little bit difficult. But yeah, anything you want to say before we kick you off?
No, thanks for having me on Kuso. This is fun. I'm enjoying my time.
I'm glad you've been having fun. And Mike, thank you so much for choosing this game.
You're welcome. You probably enjoy this game much more than not Cutthroat.
Cutthroat Eye.
Bro, so you weren't listening, but Brosencha actually said half of the game's name on stream.
Oops. That's okay.
Right.
All right, take it easy, both of you. Escorian and Mike, thank you again for subjecting us to this horror.
No problem.
All right.